Hey guys, Ike here from Mike'sOutdoors.com. I'm here today to show you a couple of things from Avex. One is a travel mug and the other one is a water bottle. So I'm going to show you both of these things separately and the features of them and talk about each one. But I want to show you some of the things they do have in common as far as looks is they are both Max 5 camo. So very cool looking cool looking products from Avex. Both of them are just really cool looking with the camo on there, and both of them have performed really well. So I'm going to talk about each one of these separately here. The first one I want to talk about is the Highland travel mug. This is a 20-ounce mug, and I tell you what, if you guys are like me, I like about 20 ounces of coffee in the morning to get me going, get me up, and I have to have coffee unless it's really, really hot outside. But the thing that stinks about what I do, and I'm sure you guys are doing the same thing, is I get a cup of coffee and I set it down and then I get distracted and I go do something, and I may not be able to get back to that cup of coffee for an hour. I'm not the type of person that can carry that cup of coffee with me or have that cup of coffee sitting right there for me and be able to drink it. There's a lot of times when coffee goes cold pretty quickly, or I can't get back to it. You know, I got stuff to do and I can't get back to it. So the nice thing about this is not only the size, it's 20 ounces, which I really like. And the other thing is it's vacuum insulated. This will keep coffee hot for 7 hours. My coffee didn't last that long, but the other day at work, I did, over about a 2-hour period, let my coffee set, and it did keep it really hot. I actually took the lid off of it at one point because it was so hot. Where I get my coffee in the morning, they brew it hot. And when I get it, I have to let it cool off for a while. And this was keeping it hot for so long, I finally just took the lid off of it and let it vent a little bit, some of that heat out. And it kept my coffee hot for a long time, so I really like that. But up to 7 hours, it'll keep hot liquids hot. 20 hours on cold, and actually tested this and the water bottle both out on that. And actually just dumped some ice in here and let them set outside. It's August, and right now in Missouri, and we've had some 100-degree days, and I let this thing set outside with ice in it for I let it set outside for 12 hours, basically one day. And when I brought it in that night, it still had, I'd say 80% of the ice was still in it. And I just set it on my coffee table and went to bed that night, got up the next day and picked it up. The ice was still there. It actually took about, I'd say about 30 hours for the ice to get to the point where it was slush in there, so it did really, really well. Now keep in mind, part of that was in probably 95-degree heat, and part of it was in my house, which is air conditioned in about 72 probably in there. So did really well as far as keeping hot liquid hot and cold liquid cold. The other thing I like it is it has a auto seal on it. It's got a button right here on the back. You can see me pressing that, and that auto seal is actually can be locked with a button on here. But the cool thing about this auto seal is to push the button, take a drink, let off the button, set it down, and it will not leak. With this one, I've actually had both of them upside down and had liquid in them, and you cannot get this thing to leak. So got a good tight seal on the lid. It's got a really good system to the lid, and when you seal this thing up, it will absolutely not leak. I don't care what you do to it. This is dishwasher safe with a top rack. The other thing it has on here is it has a bottom on here that has a grip to it. It has a little bit of a rubberized grip to it. When you set this thing down, it doesn't want to slide around. If you slide it around on a slick surface, it actually is going to grab a little bit better, and it's not going to want to slide around as much. So actually does a really good job as far as gripping the surface of the table. And I really, really like this coffee cup. I love having coffee first thing in the morning, unless it's 90 degrees outside. You know, I'm not going to have coffee then, but right now we're working 10-hour days, and I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I need some coffee to get me a jolt. And this morning I actually went to work, showed up at 6, and I didn't get back to my coffee until 20 after 7 or something like that. So for an hour and 20 minutes my coffee sat there, and on a normal day it would have been cold. I would have thrown it out. I mean, I wouldn't have got to drink my coffee that day. So really, really, really happy with this Highland travel mug, and it looks awesome too. So great little product from Avex here. So let's talk about the water bottle now. Okay, so this is the Brazos water bottle, and like I said, Max 5 camo on here, awesome looking water bottle. This is a 24-ounce water bottle, and this is going to be for cold liquids. 20-hour cold liquid rating on this one. And like I said, I tested this out the same way I tested out the Highland travel mug. Put ice in it, set it outside on a 95-degree day for about 12 hours, and then brought it inside and for another 12 hours, and it still had ice in it whenever I opened it up. Vacuum sealed, just like, or vacuum insulated, just like the other cup. Has the same nice, good quality lid on it. Just an absolutely outstanding lid that really sets down there and seals good. Also has the auto seal on here, so you can see it's got a auto seal on there. You just push that and you can take you a drink. And the other thing I like about it is well, I like the cover. So you've got a cover on there because I don't carry a water bottle to work with me. Where I carry a water bottle with me is hunting, and especially this time of year when I'm out hanging stands. So when I'm out hanging stands, it's important to be hydrated, and doing all that work definitely needs something like this. And they can get filthy, they can get nasty, and this has a built-in lid cover on it, so at least your lid will stay clean. The other thing I like is it's got this handle built in right here, which is nice to have a handle if you want to take this thing and hang it on something, but it also has the ability to actually come off on both sides, so you can actually take that handle off. If you don't want it on there, you can take it off, but actually you can take one side of it off, you can loop it on your belt loop, you can loop it onto your bag, you can loop it onto something, whatever you want to loop it onto, and you can loop this thing on there and you can actually hold it right on it. If you're the type of person who goes to the gym, like I obviously am, I haven't been to a gym in probably 15 years, so it'll go on your gym bag, it'll go on anything like that. Both of these are 100% BPA free. I don't know what BPA stands for, but apparently it's important. Both of them have the auto seal on there, which I really like. And this Brazos water bottle, I love the size of it because it's 24 ounces. Gives you that little bit extra 4 ounces over 20 ounces of a normal water bottle or something like that. So I like that extra 4 ounces. The camo pattern, the only thing that I don't like about this camo pattern is if I drop this thing when I'm out in the woods, it's such a good camo pattern, it's going to have a hard time finding it. It really looks cool. That Max 5 is a really cool looking pattern. And again, this is top rack, dishwasher safe, and just an outstanding water bottle. Just held up to the heat test, you know, keeping the liquid cold test that I put it through, outstanding. And I love the couple simple features that they've added to this thing, like the handle on the top here and how you can take that off and put it on stuff. I also love the cover on there because I've had water bottles, you know, when I grew up, it's a prime example of it when it's the nastiest and dirtiest. When I grew up, we always carried, I grew up on a farm, grew up hauling hay, and if you've ever hauled hay or hauled straw, you know how nasty, dirty you can get. You get out there sweating, you get dirt, you get straw all built up on you, and when you got hold of your water bottle on that, the lid on it was almost always nasty. Just, I mean, nasty. I remember the old lids, you'd pop them open, and you'd have to just pop them open and take your already dirty shirt and wipe the top of the thing off, and then drink of it there. So that little cover right there is something that's just simple as can be, but also is a really, really nice convenience to have on there, because I've drank out of some really nasty water containers in my past. So I really like both of these products from Avex. Both of them definitely have their place in my gear bag. You know, this one's going to get me up and going to keep me going, and get me up and get me going. And on those hot days, you know, this one's going to keep me going. Both of them have performed really well under the tests that I've given them, and just outstanding products from Avex. So this is the Highland travel mug, and this is the Brazos water bottle, and both of them are fantastic products. So for more information, you can check out the link below. They got all kinds of different stuff on here. They got all kinds of different stuff that's not camo, just outstanding stuff. If you're the kind of guy who goes to the gym, they've got all kinds of stuff for you guys to do. And if you go to the gym, keep an eye out for me there, because Lord knows I'm a gym rat. So be sure to check out Avex's website, which we'll put below. And for product reviews, how-to videos, be sure to check out our website, and that's IceOutdoors.com. Appreciate you guys.